The nation that lost a diplomat in a suitcase. In the world of diplomacy, it's not unusual for people to play pranks now and then, but one diplomat's attempt at a light-hearted joke would soon take a turn that no one could have ever expected. It was a routine diplomatic mission, but little did anyone know this particular trip would become the talk of the entire nation. The diplomat, known for his mischievous sense of humour, decided to spice things up with a prank. He had an idea that, on the surface, seemed harmless enough. What if I hid inside a suitcase just for the laugh, he thought. With his colleagues busy with their work and unaware of his plans, he quietly crept into the large suitcase, eager for the reaction when he was discovered. But things quickly spiraled out of control. The suitcase was zipped up tightly, and the diplomat, now in complete darkness, realized that his escape was far more difficult than he had anticipated. He called out for help, but his voice was muffled by the fabric, and no one could hear. As time passed, his colleagues moved the suitcase to the transport vehicle, assuming it was simply another piece of luggage for the trip. Hours passed, and the diplomat remained trapped, unaware of how deep into the diplomatic journey they had gone. Meanwhile, back at the embassy, everyone started to notice that something was amiss. The diplomat was missing. Desperately, his colleagues searched every corner of the embassy, but there was no sign of him. Eventually, when the suitcase arrived at its destination, the unthinkable happened. The diplomatic team finally realized the truth. They quickly rushed to open the suitcase, only to find their missing colleague who had been stuck inside all along. His pranks turned into a true test of patience. What started as a harmless joke had escalated into an international mystery. The event would go down in history, not as a diplomatic failure, but as a strange story of how a nation, in its search for its missing diplomat, found themselves in the middle of a very different kind of diplomatic crisis. And if you enjoyed this story, don't forget to help the channel grow by liking, sharing, and subscribing.